I never imagined I'd be the one telling this kind of story. For years, I thought my marriage was unbreakable. My wife and I had gone through debt, exhaustion, late nights, and countless sacrifices together. I believed loyalty was the foundation we'd never lose. I was wrong. It began with her late nights at the office. She said she was swamped with projects, and I believe her. She was ambitious, and I admired that. But little by little, the red flags appeared. Her phone was always on silent. Messages she didn't want me to see. Calls she stepped away to answer. My instincts screamed long before my mind admitted it. She was being unfaithful. The proof came one night when I drove to her office with dinner to surprise her. Instead of finding her at her desk, I saw her in the parking lot, leaning on her boss's car, laughing in a way I hadn't seen in years. Then he kissed her. She didn't pull away. The pain in that moment was indescribable. 10 years of trust, love, and respect collapsed in front of me. I didn't confront them. I drove home in silence, my hands trembling on the wheel. Later that night, when she walked through the door, she looked straight at me and lied. "Long day at work," she said. That lie cut deeper than the kiss. She had chosen deception over honesty. I didn't yell or accuse her. I didn't even reveal what I'd seen. Instead, I started planning. If she thought she could betray me without consequence, she was mistaken. That's when fate twisted the knife. Her boss had a daughter. Let's call her Claire. I'd met her a few times at company events. She was sharp, confident, and nothing like her father. I remembered how often she complained about him, his arrogance, hypocrisy, and need to control everyone. Weeks later, I ran into Claire at a cafe. She noticed something was wrong. "Bad day?" she asked. I almost laughed. I didn't tell her everything, but I hinted that my wife wasn't who I thought she was. Her expression hardened, and she quietly asked, "Does it have to do with my dad?" That was the moment it all connected. She despised her father for what he was, and I despised him for what he had done to me. Two broken people, colliding by chance. At first, we just talked about betrayal, trust, and the people who hurt us most. But the more we spoke, the closer we grew. She made me feel seen again. She reminded me I wasn't worthless, that I wasn't just a fool my wife had turned me into. Eventually, our pain turned into something more. It wasn't about lust. It was about connection, about escape. Claire wanted to strike back at her father. I wanted to strike back at my wife and her boss. Together, we found a way. I didn't bother hiding it. One evening, I left my phone unlocked on the counter, messages from Claire open for my wife to see. When she noticed, her face went pale. "You're with her?" she screamed. I looked at her calmly for the first time in months and said, "I only followed your example." The fallout was immediate. She ran to her boss in tears. When he learned it was his daughter, he nearly lost his mind. Their little affair imploded overnight. My wife was humiliated. Her boss was broken. And Claire, she felt free. She told me standing up to her father like that was something she'd never been able to do until now. My wife begged me to reconsider, to fix things. She called it a mistake, swore she wanted to rebuild. But I was done. Trust doesn't grow back once it's destroyed. I filed for divorce. Her boss tried intimidation, threatening me to keep quiet. But the truth was already out. Everyone in their circle knew. His own daughter had helped expose him. His reputation at work crumbled. My wife ended up abandoned. The man she thought she loved dropped her the second his world collapsed. As for me, I didn't rush into new happiness. I took my time. But for the first time in years, I felt in control of my life again. Betrayal had shattered me, but it also rebuilt me. Stronger, smarter, unwilling to settle for less than I deserved. Some might say 2 wrongs don't make a right. Maybe they're correct. But sometimes the sharpest revenge isn't rage or violence. It's letting the truth tear down their world. My wife cheated with her boss, so I slept with his daughter. When the dust cleared, they were left in ruins, and I walked away free. The last time I saw my wife, she stood on our old porch with red eyes and a trembling voice. "Please," she whispered, "don't leave me like this. We can fix it." I looked at her and saw not the woman I married, but the woman who had destroyed everything. Every lie, Every fake excuse, every stolen smile she gave her boss played through my mind. She wasn't sorry for betraying me. She was sorry for being caught. Her boss stopped me to my eyes. At one point, he even called me, shouting that I had ruined his family. But deep down, he knew. He ruined mine first. And when his own daughter turned against him, he realized just how fragile his power had been all along. Claire eventually moved on. We didn't stay together, but we stayed friends. She told me I had given her the courage to finally break free of her father's control. That was enough for me. The real victory wasn't the affair with her. The real victory was walking away stronger while they were left buried under the wreckage of their own betrayal.